So that's the key there. Check out Kinetic. They are the sponsor of this men's steeplechase.
So stadium record sure to go down. It was set earlier this year, 8:44 on the men's side. And I'll be very surprised if that record is not crushed in 8 minutes and 30 seconds from now. The NCAA, the NCAA champion from a year ago, now pushing his way to the front.
So that's Obsa Ali. We'll get to him, but we've got Bryce Miller competing for Kansas City Smoke. Stephen Jones competing unattached. Joseph Baratua of Tinman Elite. They've got a good group here as well. Dylan Hodgson competing unattached. Michael Jordan of Nike and the U.S. Army. Bailey Roth competing unattached. Daniel Mikulski of Indiana University. Dustin Solomon of the Hoka Aggies. Evan Verbal out of Colorado, but he's competing unattached, I should say. Isaac Updike of the Hoka New York, New Jersey Track Club, Gags group out there. Adam Visake of Reebok Boston Track Club. Obsa Ali, Minnesota, but unattached here. I mentioned the collegiate champion last year, John Gay of the Vancouver Thunderbirds, Kyle Medina of Tinman Elite, and Mark Parrish competing unattached. Now this is scheduled to go after that world qualifying mark for the men. That's 8:29 flat.
So that's Kyle Medina out front. A year ago, he was second to Rybich in the 1500. 2 years ago, second in Division II. Last year moved to the steeple, ran 8:38. And now at Tin Man Elite, his first year post-collegiate. During the winter, fell and broke his arm, and that affected his training, so wasn't able to train. Has had a couple of races subpar, and he's looking for more tonight. So now Medina tucked in the pack. So John Gay out front, and Michael Jordan there on the outside.
So maybe not the top end of some of the other heats, but we'll be keeping an eye again. 8:29, that world standard. Only a handful of Americans have that. 8:40, the U.S. standard, as we had a little dust up at the barrier there. Of course, that's the danger of the steeplechase. Obsa Ali winning that 2018 NCAA championship. A bit of a surprise winner, if you remember. Barraza, how could we forget? I mean, it was everywhere on SportsCenter. Barraza of Houston leading that. We saw Barraza in another event, but Obsa Ali was opportunistic, took that win.
So Stanley Cabene and Andy Bear have run the fastest times by Americans on the year, 8:15, 8:16. But outside of those marks, it's a bit wide open, where Jordan Mann has run 8:26. So he's the third fastest American on the year, with just a handful of guys under 8:30.
Well, and the big question mark in the U.S. for this event, of course, is where is Evan Jager? And rumors of an injury. Of course, he doesn't race much anyway. He'll usually go get a couple of Diamond Leagues, but it's getting late. I mean, it's a long season, but it's not that long. So we're hoping to see Jager soon. As an American, you hope that obviously everything's okay. So he's kind of the elephant in the room, if you will, as kind of the assumed. If he shows up, he has to be the favorite at USA's. But behind him, Hillary Boer's running well. Ran that 8:08 in Doha. Almost got the win. Got hawked down just in the final section, did Boer. But like you said, just a handful of guys under 8:30 in the U.S. So if one of those guys we saw earlier, Jordan Mann, take that win. So if they could go sub 8:30, I mean, that's huge. Sub 8:35 even is going to be in the mix. And, we talked about it. Most of these guys out here coming out not expecting a 5K, a 1,500, not expecting that at USA's they're going to be able to get that qualifying mark. In the steeplechase, you might. In the steeplechase, if you're right on the fringe and you're looking for that 8:29 flat mark, it's probably going to take sub 8:29 flat to make the team. And so if you're right on that fringe and you position yourself well, you might not be as worried as somebody in a different event. But it's still Gay out front.
This race is broken up more than I kind of expected. So I expected a tighter group as we come to the end of 4 laps here, with just Gay broken away in a group of 5. And I expected more guys like chomping at the bit, so to speak. It seems like we've tailed off as the way the field is kind of strung out.
Yeah, you see Jones and Updike there looking relatively relaxed, a bit laborious of hurdle technique from Gay there. I don't know how much longer that can hold on, to be honest, but the rest of the chase pack looking pretty comfortable now. And again, you see that sun's down, the temperatures are cool, it's a still air, so you couldn't ask for anything better.
U.S. leader at 8:08.41. So John Gay, Vancouver Thunderbirds, followed by Isaac Updike, Daniel Mikulski, and Hamza Ali. Then Stephen Jones now in the fifth.
I'd say Mikulski looks pretty good. You see Gay out front doing his thing. Mikulski from Indiana looking very good, running on the shoulder in third.
So that's John Gay, the Canadian, leading, running for the Vancouver Thunderbirds.
He looks really good. He's really smooth.
The Jordan Invitational. Distance runners getting their
Updike and Mikulski of Indiana chasing as well.
right here at the Brian Clay Invitational or the Jordan.
But Gay's been doing it all alone. Mikulski now starting to make a move. That second pack of 5 really content to be, I mean, the lead's growing, but they're still content to be that 15, 20 meters back from Gay.
Yeah, Gay's had a really good season. He's run between 8:30, which he ran at the Portland Track Festival, and 8:36 4 times already this year. Just here on the West Coast at Mount Sac, Peyton Jordan, Oxy, and Portland Track Festival. But John Gay having a fine season.
Mikulski coming through that chase pack about 6:18. He's looking smooth as well, not seeming to panic. Wouldn't surprise me if he comes through and at least closes that gap. Maybe not catching Gay. We'll see how much or if he fades. But right now, John Gay of Canada and Vancouver Thunderbirds. You see the red jersey there, so it's the collegians chasing. Opes Ali looking like he does. A little bit of that side-to-side motion. Mikulski looking real smooth. And now a move from Ali. Mikulski's run 8:34. Ran that back in Philadelphia in April of this year. See now a little bit over the water jump. That gap is closing. And I think that in the front there, Gay is starting to fade. So here we go, coming into the final lap. Opes Ali, again, just an opportunistic runner.
Here come the collegians.
At the bell, it's Gay.
So Gay getting past now. Ali making a move. Don't count out Mikulski. 7:25 at the bell.
So Mikulski's run 8:34. Ali has run 8:31.
So the Big Ten making a strong showing here. Opes taking a peek over his shoulder. Ali leading there in the yellow jersey. Mikulski not going away. He seemed comfortable most of the way. He's still just a couple meters back on Ali, as you can see him going over the barrier there. Gay fading badly, as I think Opes Ali timed it just perfectly. Now we're just going to be watching the clock as we're just over 8 minutes and just under 200 meters to go. Coming into the final water jump, it's Opes Ali looking very comfortable. So is Mikulski. I don't know if he has the finishing speed to close this 8-meter gap here on Opes Ali, who just seems to be surging even more. Final barrier now. Opes Ali, Minnesota, last year's NCAA champion, not going to be caught by Mikulski, who's finishing well, but it's all Opes Ali with his perfectly timed run. Can he do it? He does. 8:28 and change.
Wow. That's awesome. He just got the standard of 8:29 flat for Worlds.
8:28.49, and Opes Ali has got to be happy about that. Opes Ali in the yellow of Minnesota. New lifetime best by a couple of seconds, but more importantly, that is the world standard mark. 8:30.69 for Mikulski. Takes a couple of seconds off his personal best as well. John Gay, the early leader, fades badly back to 8:41 in 6th. But what else can you say about Opes Ali? And there he is catching his breath, getting a drink of water. He'll be happy with that world standard.
Ali, that moves him into